my name is Brie. I work for Rock Paintbrushes. We are a traveling mobile art gallery based out of San Diego, California. We are a collection of famous artists, musicians, and professional skaters from all walks of life, all different bands, and then we also work with family members of musicians and bands and skaters and anyone kind of tied into the community. So, I'll give you a rundown. We got Jesse Michaels, Operation Ivy. He's one of the OG punk rock and paintbrush artists who wanted to collaborate from the very beginning. We have a little bit of a Nicole Freeze and Hunter Freeze and Olive Freeze situation going on over here. So the Freeze family is our hearts and souls, and we love them very much. Bob Dobb, Hermosa Beach local, grew up with Jim Lindbergh, a Pennywise, and then so he's very famous for his sardonic and sadistic sense of humor. If you kind of zoom in on any of those, you'll understand why. And then Brent Rosa is Pennywise's main photographer for the last however many years, and we love him dearly. He gets some of our most epic photography works and custom frames, and just amazing artist in general, an amazing human. Scott Pryor, he is very well known. This is a much larger piece originally. It's like a 4x8 canvas, but just the fact that we get so much detail into one rancid tour photo is impressive. Natalia Fabia, Jay Bentley of Bad Religion's wife, Lisa Johnson, rock photographer. She's very well known for doing the first work tour and all the work tours pretty much. And then we have a collection of other artists over the years. Dennis Jarvis, who's very well known for his custom surfboards. And we said, why don't you just create a piece of art with your epoxy resin and acrylic and your fiberglass? It just kind of goes with the theme. Come over here, we have Sean Dietrich, based out of Anacortes, Lori Herbst, shows art. And then we get over to Warren. His art's my favorite. Warren Fitzgerald of the Vandals. He's been with us since day one. And then we also have Matt Skiba, Alkaline Trio, and 182. So it's a very wide range of artists from all walks of life. You know, Jason Adams, professional skater, as well as an artist. We have Mark DeSalvo's work as well, who's mainly known for NoFX album art, Pulley, Mad Caddies, Urethane. So he's a very well-established artist in our collective. Bradley Riot, who's newest to the edition, he's based out of LA. He loves using oil pastels and doing a one-stroke technique, which is very hard to do.
He was playing last night at the Fireside, which was pretty awesome.
I know. So he's an incredible musician as well. He stands up on grand pianos and just yells into mics. I saw him in San Diego a couple times, but it was really cool. And then of course we have the famous Brian Diaz, who is also one of our famous photographers, and Paul Koberger. He is an exceptional artist out of Escondido, California, who's known for his ballpoint pen. And he also owns 6s and 7s skate shops, so he kind of ties in the art, music, and skating community all together. And that's kind of why we do what we do as well. We want to bring this experience to all communities and tie everything together so it's all one.
And you do a lot of this on the West Coast. Is this your first East Coast thing, or have you done more of those?
We do a lot of C3 events, so we'll do Riot Fest and other larger festivals, but then, something like this, we've never done Camp Punksylvania, and I'm so excited to be at this festival and bring this experience here, because there's a lot of people that we don't reach on the West Coast. Mm-hmm. And, a lot of people will come here, but they won't go to Riot Fest. So
that's
we want to reach, that's what I'm saying.
I've seen this out in San Pedro when I went out to see NoFX. So I was able to stop through that, but
it was fast.
It was very fast, yes.
So we want to be able to bring this, add this value to every festival, reach out to everyone in the community, have everyone know what we do. So of course we have the profitable part of the business, as well as representing nonprofits such as Fuck Cancer or the Coco Foundation or Claudette Fund. So we also raise a lot of money for nonprofits, which helps us be at these festivals and share the message and raise awareness for whether it's mental health awareness, helping animals, or much anything across the board. We kind of want to cover all of our bases.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how did all this get started?
We formed in 2007. It was originally Rock Against Cancer. So Emily had a battle with cancer. She created a custom piece of artwork with 10 McElrath Rise Against.
Mm-hmm.
So it formed as Rock Against Cancer, which is great. You're raising money, you're helping the community. She battled cancer. And then it kind of branched out from there. So her creating, Tim creating the lyrics and then them creating the painting together, all to benefit cancer societies nationwide. Every artist kind of saw that and was like, I want to be a part of that. Let's do something together. How do we collaborate? How do we become a part of your art collective? I want to raise money for this. Or why don't we work with that artist and we can raise money for that? And now it's almost self-explanatory. We drop kick movies. We work with Cloud Fund a lot, and they, Emily has almost 15 years clean and sober. I'm coming up on 15 years clean and sober. So Dropkick, like the Cloud Fund, helps with mental health, addiction issues, anything with depression and drug addiction. So we kind of want to cover that too, and
Just getting people off the streets, basically. Finding a better way of life.
Yeah, and shows art that Michael Jackson / whatever piece of artwork is a prime example of that. Like someone from the punk rock and paintbrush team met him and he was living on Skid Row at the time, and then all of a sudden he's like this incredible painter. So like just bringing awareness to the community, reaching out, asking what people need, what resources are available to help them so that they can get back on their feet and create, or go down a different business venture, or get into rehab if they just need help with addiction. So
I'm just over 3 years myself, so.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we do this. We want to raise awareness and
it's all about doing something today that you'll be proud of tomorrow. If you can do that every day, then you'll wind up having a life that's worth living.
That's so true. And that's, I think, why these guys do it too. They want to be a part of something magical and unique and different. You don't see this at any other festival. I've never seen anything like this or similar. I've seen smaller posters, but this is an experience. We want you to hang out. We don't want you to just buy art. We are here for a safe space to hang out. Talk to us, get to know us, read our book while you're here, look at some prints. Be like, I want to paint something like that. I already had a kid paint a skate deck white and want to create something after coming in here. And that's just in the 24 hours we've been here. He's like, I want to paint a skate deck. It's like, oh, cool. Maybe I'll link him up with Jason Adams and they can spray paint together. Whatever it is. But we want everyone to be involved. And whether you want to do a collaboration piece or learn how to do something, there's so many resources here that we want everyone to know about. Yeah.
Pretty
so
awesome.
Great.
What's been your favorite one so far? Your favorite festival, as far as maybe bands or just the turnout, a special moment while you're doing that?
I had never gone to Warped Tour, so we just finished Warped Tour, came here. I had never gone to a Warped Tour, never been really a part of Warped Tour. Seeing it, it was magical. It was so epic, so many people flying at you, 40 to 50,000 people. I got to crowd surf for my first time. I'm 36 years old and I had never crowd surfed. So I got to see Less Than Jake crowd surf and then go do what we do and share the message of unity, hope, love, acceptance, creativity. It was almost just magical for me, but I love Riot Fest. I love doing Riot Fest every year. Riot Fest is home for me. I was born in Chicago. That's my heart. So I love doing Riot Fest, and then the collection of some art is very subjective. So a lot of people won't like Warren Fitzgerald art, but they love Paul and they want to see that, and they can't get over to the West Coast. So us bringing it over to the East Coast or Midwest, is magical for them. What are we going to see? What are some of the newer pieces we're going to see this year? Because we try to give little previews, but it's never as good as the full setup and the full show.
Seeing it in person.
Yeah. So Riot Fest is one of my favorites. And so that's any more questions?
I don't have any.
I want to know, when you've been touring, have you had any artists come in and seen the work and then wanting to contribute, and then you're showing their art today?
Oh my gosh.
Have you seen it go from start to finish like that?
In the beginning, when I came on, it was already an art collective of about 12 to 20 different artists. We kind of used some some of the same staples like Jason Adams, Mark DeSalvo, Paul Koberger. You know, Brian Diaz was new. I hadn't seen much of his photography before the 2 years we did No Effects. So he was very new to me, and now I'm like, oh, dude, this guy is exceptional, like, photography. I wish I could get that close. Now when I take photos on my phone, I'm like, I don't even compare to these people. I don't even care about photos. Bradley Riot's work, like, I had never seen. This is kind of like my style. I collect gig artwork, and, like, I'll have bands sign my tour posters. My house is a little bit more this style than, like, classy and fancy and pristine. So when we met him, I met him at a show, bought a vinyl, he did artwork, and then at the next show, Emily was already, like, utilizing his artwork in her show. So that was really cool to see come to fruition. Great. And then anytime DeSalvo paints anything new, he knows to send it to me so that I can just tell everyone at the shows or get people involved or see the new DeSalvo piece.
So you do see a lot of the musicians coming through, not just attendees when you go to the places. That's awesome.
Yeah. Like, if I could afford to fly DeSalvo out every show, I would. But yeah, if Mark DeSalvo could come out every show, Jason Adams, of course, like, if they could all be here for, it does help get the word out there and their techniques, and they can walk people through. Because sometimes when I explain something, it's not exactly how they do it. I know that Paul does sit down for 127 hours with a lot of his ballpoint pen pieces, and it's time to create custom ballpoint pen pieces of art. But yeah, I've seen some of them come, but not all of them. A lot of them I admire myself. Like, I have a couple Kid Adams in my house. DeSalvo painted me for an album cover. I forgot the name of it at the moment, but it's like a bomb exploding, and he just had me pretty much sit in a park. He's like, hey, just pose right there. And he had me, like, lean up against it. Their creative processes are all different, and that's what I love about it. So when I get to, like, actually interview them or find out what their technique is or what lighting they use to get Melvin looking like that, like, it's inspiring to me, because I'm like, oh, cool, I want to create. That's on my bucket list.
I was going to say, are you a creator?
I'm
an artist?
I mean, I'm an integrator, so I'm, like, spreadsheets and colors and teams,
that's me too.
I love doing, like, all the weird scheduling and, like, the millions of notes and, like, keep checking things off my calendar and, like,
and we need people to do that stuff.
What's your favorite medium you work with yourself?
Oh gosh, spreadsheets. But if I do want to paint a canvas, okay. Actually, I take that back. I want to paint a canvas. I want to doodle something. I've drawn on paper, but, like, I can't do the head. I can do boobs. I can do perfect boobs on a little thing, and I figured out how to do legs last week. But I figured out I can paint on ceramics. I just can't mold the ceramics yet. So I'm going to work on that. And then painting on a canvas it's been on my bucket list since I started. I was like, I kind of have to start. And then the Mad Twins, I'll show you one of their lino prints. So this is actually, so they hand carve this whole scene out of, like, it's a wood stencil, and then they have a roller, like this thin paint roller thingy, and they roll it over the paper, which blows my mind because it's a one-off. Like, essentially they hand carve the stencil before they roll it on the paper, and then however many times they can use that stencil before it either chips or withers or, you know, whatever. That's how many prints they can get out of it. So the last time they were in San Diego, they had to come over on visas. They live in Ukraine, so we do a lot of, like, charities for Ukraine as well, because we know that their country went through horrific issues. So when they are out here, they're only out for 6 months. So I have them teach me, because they do a lot of animation as well. So they've done, like, animated videos for The Interrupters, Bouncing Souls, Flogging Molly, and so I always have them teach me, like, a little technique. So I have rolled over one of their stencils before, but that was like baby stuff. I was like, okay, cool, I did one. You know, I didn't mess it up. That was fine.
Well, maybe someday we'll come here and we'll see your art.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, you never know. Rachel, she's another team member. She does have her art occasionally up, which is beautiful. She's an exceptional artist. And then who else have we featured? No, yeah, Rachel, and there was one other girl. Oh, Camille. So the other girl helping with American Stocks, she's an artist.
Oh, okay.
So occasionally we'll feature her over here, and Rachel. But yeah.
It's awesome.
This.
Yeah.
I am not
Okay,
Well, if you
creative
see
at
them at
all,
a festival, go
unfortunately.
check them out. Go buy yourself some
Yes.
art. Put it up on your wall.
Yeah.
Be a nice talking piece to add. So
Mhm.
I'm talking paintbrushes all day.
Thanks for talking to
Oh, of
us.
course.
thank you so much.
Is there
for your time.
anything you want to add?
Oh gosh.
Where else you guys are going to be this
Just-
year? Or
Oh, well, we're gonna be at Warped Tour Long Beach,
okay,
Punk in the Park in Denver, well, actually the art isn't gonna be at Unhinged. Punk in the Park in Denver. Then we roll over to the Rockstar Skate Open in Portland, and Four Chord Riot Fest.
Oh.
And I'm not sure on Furnace Fest, but those are kind of the
Okay.
trajectory of where I see it going. I hope we can get there. I really want to go to Birmingham, Alabama. Real
Okay.
bad. I'm like, I've never been there. I've driven through there a bunch, but I want to go there.
and that looks like a great festival
It's
too.
gonna
I've
be
never
fun.
been.
And then Four Chord, like how?
I've been to
not?
Four Chord,
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's gonna be fun.
and Face to Face and Alkaline Trio will be here there. So you got Matt Skiba will be there, and Trevor Keefe does art too. Do you have any of his here?
Oh gosh.
Face to Face is my favorite band.
I have Face to Face is my favorite band as well.
Oh
One
wow!
of them.
Yeah,
Mountain
one of
Souls Face to
course.
Face. I have a face-to-face print somewhere, but I don't think it's Trevor Keith's art. I don't
Okay.
think we have any of that.
Huh.
Because what happens is a lot of the artists will provide what they want to send per festival because
Right.
we curate per show. So I'm not going to be like, hey, give me all your artwork. I
Uh-huh.
know we just have it. I want them to choose the pieces that they feel works best as well. I'll find
That's
something
awesome.
for you though. Now that I know.
Sweet.
Okay. Thank you so
Well,
much.
this has been real.
This has been great.
Thanks for the tour.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. Come by anytime. And be kind to people, everyone. Yes.
Everywhere and everywhere.
Everywhere. Thank
Every
you.
time.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah.